I'm trying to fuck some.
Long time coming. We here. Nobody Matters podcast. Me and my boy Murk. I've been trying to get this done for a long time.
Yeah, it's been about we've been talking about it like a year and a half.
Probably going on 2.
And you know us, the biggest procrastinators on earth.
You know, we never can get together to make a podcast, but we can get together to gamble all the time.
I don't care who I'm gambling with. I'll pull up. I will pull up.
Insane. Spend money? Yeah, absolutely. Gamble, waste it. Hey, you want to get together, maybe make some money, do a podcast, see if people enjoy it? Nah, I got shit to do.
Maybe next week. Maybe next week.
We'll push it.
But you see, the thing about gambling is I'm having fun whether I win or lose.
And I hate to agree with you. I hate so much to agree that I enjoy gambling that much. Like, it's just one of those things.
It just triggers something in my brain that no other feeling, nothing compares to it. I don't know what it is that I love about being able to make or break my week in one gambling session. Like, I don't know what it is. It's like, feels like a life or death situation almost, and it excites me. I don't understand it.
And I totally agree. The worst thing about it is, just to tell the people just how much we love gambling, it is literally the first topic of our first podcast ever, which is honestly, it's horrible. But it's great at the same time. Like, I have some big wins.
Oh yeah,
I have some fucking huge wins. Not gonna lie, like impressive, like
terrific,
and amazing. You know, and it's those wins you remember when you're down and you just chase that feeling all the time. Like, dude, you remember that time at the house when we first hit big? When I hit for like 5,000.
Yeah.
And, you know, next thing I know, you're hitting for like 2,500.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, that was better than Christmas morning when I was 10 years old and I got my first Huffy bike. I'm going to tell you right now, that shit was amazing.
Christmas has always sucked for me because I've always had to wait till income tax season for my Christmas presents.
Christmas came in January? It's crazy.
February
is even worse.
And it was my birthday present because my birthday's at the end of January.
You know, I always hated that. I always thought about that. Kids who had their birthdays in December, like their parents hoed the fuck out. I'm like, hey, these are your Christmas and your birthday parents. I'm lucky. Mm-hmm. My birthday's in February, so I still got my Christmas presents, but my birthday was far enough away to where I actually got birthday presents. My parents were like, well, shit, we buy them Christmas presents or birthday presents, don't matter. They're going to be the same. Like, you know, those kids got hoed. Like, if your birthday's on, December 20th, oh, you're fucking screwed.
Oh, yeah.
You're screwed.
Even if I had a kid and his birthday was any time in December,
it's gonna hoeing his kid if he has a December birthday.
Bro, why are we gonna do 2 shebangs? Just make it one shebang and fuck it. Why not throw their party on Christmas Day too? Why not?
Who's showing? Nigga, they got their own. Who's showing up for your son's birthday on Christmas Day? There's just no way it could. I don't even show up to my family's house on Christmas Day half the time. Let alone my boy text me, hey, my son's birthday, you want to bring your kids to his birthday party? I'm like, when is it? December 25th. What?
All right, all right. I'm thinking about that. I was just trying to save money here.
Dude, that's one of those life lessons. Like, you just, like, if you, not that your kids would have any choice in when you nutted in their mom, but you just screwed all the way around. I mean, dip on it.
I can vividly remember there was one Christmas I may have gotten my presents on time, and it was the best present ever. It was the PlayStation 2. I remember I wanted it, and my mom finally got it. And she got me the original Spider-Man game on that bitch.
OG Spider-Man went hard.
Hours of entertainment.
That is, and you know, fucking, my mom would hoe us. You got to open, a lot of Mexican people would get to open all their presents on Christmas Eve. Nah. My mom, she would pick 2 presents out from under the tree, and she'd be, these are the 2 you get to open. Now, the worst thing about it was those presents were the shirt and the jeans and the shoes you were going to wear for Christmas Day. And I'm like, why even wrap these? Lay them on my bed. You're just doing me dirt right now. And she's like, nah, y'all are going to send some fresh-ass clothes, and that's going to be your Christmas Eve, the presents you get to open. You know. Were you one of those shitty kids that snuck and kind of cut the wrapper and looked and found out what the presents were?
What presents? No. Sometimes, because my grandma would have a present for me every year, and I already knew it was some fucking sweater. Yep.
Honestly, my first guess was going to be tamales, but I don't know how you like
That's insane. Oh my god, dude. No, yeah, the sweater. Is that like a universal thing? Does everybody's grandma just gift them sweaters?
I was always a fat kid, so I don't think my grandma wanted to spend that much money knitting that motherfucker. I literally got, my grandparents always gave me good money cards. I definitely got some good Christmas cards with money in them.
Well,
$40-$50 sometimes.
Your sister gave me that card for Christmas, and I loaded that bitch in a Bovada and I spun it.
Jesus, man. You know, and gambling is just one of those things where it's a great thing to do on the holidays as well. It's, you know, you open a present and then you lose the present, and hey, it's a roller coaster of emotions. You get to go.
Well, then you kind of feel like you didn't get anything.
Yeah, I can tell you. You know, hey, are you one of those kids that had like a movie you like to watch on Christmas? Like for me, it was like Home Alone, The Grinch, not Nightmare Before Christmas. That's a fucking Halloween movie.
That's not a Halloween movie.
Bitch, that is a Halloween movie.
It's not a Halloween movie.
That is a Halloween movie. It's Nightmare Before nigga. There's no way that
it is not a Halloween movie.
Nigga, you eat crunchy peanut butter. Shut up. Ain't no.
What is wrong with crunchy peanut butter? Crunchy peanut butter is good.
Extra creamy, nigga. Extra creamy. Roasted.
Oh my god.
Roasted extra creamy peanut butter. Don't be trying to hoe me, bro.
Speaking of the whole peanut butter thing, I remember growing up, I used to stay over at my cousin's house, and they used to make like peanut butter with bananas and honey in it.
Oh, that's fire.
Bro, it used to smack so hard,
that's
dude.
fire.
That's the only thing I'd eat over there. So my aunt, she'd cook dinner, right? And she'd make us sit at the table, and we couldn't leave the table until we were done eating. And
That's diabolical.
one day, I didn't feel like eating. I didn't want to fucking eat, and neither did my cousin. But then my uncle, he came, and he said, "You're not gonna eat, boy," and he fucking threw a tape measure at him. Hey, and he ate, and I ate, and I ate, and that's the same cousin that I stayed the night on Christmas Day.
Oh, I heard about it.
And I took a suitcase with me.
You're horrible.
And I fucking stole their GameCube, 2 Nintendo DS's, the wireless GameCube controller, and I think it was like Madden 05 for the GameCube. That was on Christmas.
Oh my.
Yep.
Dude,
I wanted what they had. And then they're like, "Hey, Greggy, have you seen the GameCube?" And I'm like, "Nah, man." I was like,
helped them look for it too.
Well, I ended up going home, and then they called me, and they were like, "You're gonna come help look for it."
Yeah, they knew you were fucking lying. I would have searched your shit.
No, for sure. I was like,
"Look at this little nigga trying to steal our shit."
I was like, fuck, I don't know, 10, and so I went back to help them look for it. And I finally just got tired
of looking,
and I was like,
for it. Hold on, where's the first spot when you got like this? What is the first spot? You were like, I wonder if it's here. You hit a closet under the bed, like what? They're following you, obviously. They know you stole this shit. So you walk in, you're like, maybe it's here. You open a pillowcase.
Mm-hmm. So I think I had so everything was still at my house, but I think I took a Nintendo DS back with me, and I opened up the sliding door, and I chunked that bitch in their backyard, bro. And one of them came in talking about, we found one of the DS's in the backyard, and I'm like, that's crazy.
Who put the DS in the backyard?
Dude,
the dog got it.
I don't know.
We don't have a dog, Murk. Like, Greg, we don't have a dog.
Oh, man.
Dog, that's insane. I've never.
Yeah, but
I stole some shit. I'm not gonna lie. When I was a kid, I was a piece of shit too. I stole some shit. I'm not gonna say what I stole, but anyway, we won't go there. But I didn't steal. Dog, stealing your family's, your cousins' Christmas presents is insane.
It's all right. They're not my cousins anymore.
Like a long time ago. Well, dude, I'm not gonna lie. We used to be a piece of shit. So I'm not gonna say the most incriminating story, but at one point, me and my buddies, we all had diesel trucks when we were younger, and we drove and we would go off-roading. I know I'm black, but this is the one of the white side. I'm half and half. So this is the white boy Sanford story, and we would always be mobbing around, and we'd be burning fuel, and we didn't have no money. None of us had jobs, and we'd end up going, and I'm not gonna lie, we'd siphon diesel out of trucks and shit, out of like tractors, and we would steal diesel, and everybody'd be like, "Damn, y'all always got fuel." We'd be like, "Yeah." We'd all link up at
lips
night.
numb as fuck.
Just dry it out. You smell like diesel. Mind your business. I don't know what you're asking about. Where are we going? I got fuel. Always ready. You know, I'd hate for the people that inspired me to look down and have to, you know, they want to hear the worst things. Like, if you got to the gates of heaven and they're like, what are the worst things on my list of things I've done? That fool's reading some bangers. I'm not gonna lie. On my list of shitty things I've done at the gates of heaven, if I'm lucky enough to go there, that they're reading off of, like, Sand, you're at the wrong gate, bud.
They might not even let us into hell.
You're at the wrong gate. Turn around. First exit, bro. Get out of here. What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
Just stuck in purgatory.
Just there. No one wants us.
They just send us back to Earth.
Fuck them. Bro, heaven or hell is crazy. I don't want to say that. Fucking Vapes Anonymous is where we need to go. We done hit our vapes 20 times in the first 30 seconds of this goddamn podcast.
Well, see, I was supposed to quit, but they're pretty addicting. They're more addicting than cigarettes, more addicting than weed, more addicting than fucking porn. They're just so fucking addicting.
No more than gambling, though?
All right, so check it out.
But how many times do you hit this motherfucker while you're gambling?
Oh, they go hand in hand. I don't want to gamble if I don't have a vape, and I don't.
They're the fucking Alfredo for the fettuccine. It's crazy. Well, you can't have one without the other. Oh man, I've actually stepped back from gambling.
I know, and I'm proud of you. You have a lot more willpower than I do.
It's hard. It's hard. You know, like my direct deposit hit this morning, and of course I'm a night owl. I don't go to bed till like 5 a.m. Plus I work nights, and my direct deposit hits, and in my mind I'm like, all right, I got this amount, and I got these 2 bills. That leaves me with this, so I can gamble half of that and not have no worries. And then I gamble it, and I'm like, why the fuck did I gamble that? Shouldn't you even touched it? So this morning when I woke up and I looked at the amount, and I definitely thought about it. I said, I gotta pay this. If you're trying to push it back, like stuff that is on the edge, it's like I can be a day late on that just to gamble a little more.
So I could really use some new socks. But
you ever gambled to try to eat that day?
No.
You're so broke. You're like, I got 5. I can't get none at Whataburger right now. But if I gamble this 5, I can turn it into 20. I put a little 5 on blackjack. I turn that 5 to 10. I put that 10, run it back. That's 2 hands of blackjack, $20. Now you got you a Whataburger meal plus a shake, maybe some onion rings upsize. You can do, water size it.
Then you do one more hand and you can't eat for the next 2 days.
Now you're negative. Shit, I need to not eat for 2 days. All this. Speaking of not eating,
I hear you,
dude.
I hear you, man. Hey, we're trying to get healthy this year.
I am.
We're trying to get healthy this year.
Shout out Ozempic.
I'm doing beach to bay this year. So I actually got volunteered for it. It wasn't my choice, but
hold on. For those of y'all who don't know, Murk is 5 foot fucking 3. 5 foot
That's
3,
insane.
and he's not the most athletic person. And I'm not talking shit because I'm even bigger than this motherfucker. But beach to bay is insane. And what leg are you doing?
I think the third leg. I think it's like 4 miles.
4 miles,
which isn't a lot, honestly. Because when I go to the gym and shit,
to anybody over 200 pounds, 4 miles is a little bit of something.
I feel like 80% of the world's population is over 200 pounds. Well,
yeah,
actually, in
America,
America,
the population 4 miles is something, especially when you're running it in a competition.
I mean, well, I already know we're not going to win the fucking competition. But
the goal is just to make the 4 miles.
Yeah. So I'm trying to do it for me, do it for the team. I've been jogging here and there, trying to watch what I eat. Not eating less, just watching it when I eat it.
Dude, that brings us to that topic we talked about, like the downsides of being fat. Like, just like people volunteer. Why do people volunteer fat people for so many things that are not fat people related?
No, literally.
Like, I've definitely had that happen to me. Like, my boys sitting there and they're like, "Hey, Sam, we're gonna run a 5K. You want to do it?" And I'm like, there ain't no way that shit just came out this motherfucker. First of all, I'm fucking 400 pounds. Ain't no way. Are you gonna roll me across the finish line? They're like, "No, you can walk. We can walk. It's a colored show, fucking 5K. Color me rad." And to be quite honest, I did do it, and I did enjoy myself. I hate to admit that because I was mad the whole time at first, and then we got there, ran the 5. I didn't run the 5K. Let's get that straight. I walked the 5K, and I did. I really had a good time, and That's just one of those things. But as a fat person, I hate that. I feel like I get volunteered for shit that fat people shouldn't be volunteered to get a lot.
You know what I hate? When fucking people I'm the same height as are like, hey, can you reach this? And I'm like, can you get this for me? I'm like, bitch, if you can't reach that shit, what makes you think I probably got shorter arms than you, first of all? And it's like, okay, well, really quick, when you finished that 5K, did you feel accomplished?
Absolutely. I had a great time. I walked, 5K is what, 3 miles? I walked 3 miles, and I wasn't dead last, so that was cool. That was the big thing. I was like, nigga, this shit's gonna be over. Everything, there's gonna be a finish line up when I get there. But I did okay. There's a lot fat. Luckily, there's always someone fatter than you. They made me feel great about myself.
Luckily,
they made me feel so good.
A majority of our friends are fat.
What's another thing you fucking hate about being fat? Like the worst things about being fat.
Bro, every time my shoe comes undone.
It's
a fucking race. It's like crazy. You're either gonna get your shoe tied or you're gonna pass out. It's like, which one's gonna come first?
That's the word. I hate that one. For me, when you got the under tit sweat like a bitch with big titties, and it's like, what the man? And it starts to like show on your shirt. That shit be having me heated, bro. And like when you're sitting down, like right now, I keep tucking my shirt out from under my belly because I keep moving around. Mm-hmm. I hate that shit.
That's why I wore a hoodie. I like being comfortable.
And then also, another thing, this could be an advantage or a disadvantage or something you hate, but people just expect you to eat more. Like you go over to homie's house and his mom cooked, and she's like, oh, I know you want another plate. Bitch, maybe I don't want another plate. This food could have been really mid because you're big. She's expecting you to eat this. You don't just expect the homie's mom. Let's be honest, not everybody's homie's mom can cook.
Bro, there is nothing worse than going over to somebody's house for dinner. The food sucks, and they try to give you a big fucking serving.
Oh, bro. And what do you do in that situation? Are you that dude that's like, oh, I'm just not hungry, and they're looking at you like, nigga, you're hungry. You look at you. How do you handle that?
Dude, I don't know, because I hate making people feel bad. So
bad food you cook a bad meal, you deserve to feel bad. So you don't repeat, because now say you go and you force yourself, you smack that plate. Now this woman in her mind, or whoever, the man, the dude, whoever cooked, thinks and they're gonna bring it up. Like, man, remember that time you came to the house? Boy, Murk smacked 2 plates. Nigga, because you put 2 plates in front of me and I didn't want to tell you it was awesome. So now you done gave this person the confidence to cook for more people.
Yeah.
So you should be shot because you owed everybody after you. They're always going to revert to that. Someone's going to be like, hey, your food's bad. But now in their mind, they're like, shh, the fat nigga loved it.
Yeah, see, that's the
gave
thing.
Them confidence, false confidence. That is crazy. You gaslit the fuck out of them and didn't even know it.
Yeah. All right.
Sometimes you just kind of got to be mean.
I never looked at it like that.
I'm just telling you because, you might have put me in that situation. So I'm like, hey, you want to eat Sam? I'm like, nah, Murk loved it. Now I'm like, damn, my boy thought it was good. Maybe I should try this food. You know what I mean?
I mean, everything you've made pretty much smacks. Sometimes
I'm not talking
there's
to me.
He's like, run it.
All right, everybody. I tend to cook. I cook for the homies. And but lay it on me. How's my cooking?
No, it's great. It's great.
If it's bad, you tell me. But I feel like every time it's been not up to my quality, I let y'all know. I'm like, this is not something I'm proud of.
Yeah, actually, to be fair, you do get in front of it, and it still smacks.
Yeah.
And it still smacks. Yeah. Now, my only thing is, there's been a few times where there's a little too much garlic or something, and maybe the mash or something.
I
know you are.
And I love my shit spicy.
Yeah.
I'll make spaghetti spicy, boy. I'll make anything I'm cooking. They already know. They be like, Sam's cooking. Oh, that shit about to have some heat. Love some spice. Got to keep it in there, because how many white girls we hang out with? We don't have them bring nothing to the house.
Why do you think people feel like when they eat, they need to put something on the TV or they need to be watching something? Like people like there's the whole, I need my YouTube while I eat, or, I gotta let's put a movie on, or you haven't seen anybody talk about that? Like, everybody jokes
Those
about the whole, like,
out with really awful, no personality friends. Like, when we might reference YouTube at dinners, you know, or like, hey, look at this clip or this TikTok. But for the most part, we are talking mad shit to each other and making each other feel so horrible, but the food is delicious. That is the only goal. Shut this nigga up and make him eat. Yeah.
Nothing says family dinner like making everybody there want to kill themselves.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, hey, how's the food? I don't know. Your mom's a bitch, nigga. Shut up.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit. Did you, real talk, little current event. Did you hear the Pope died?
I did hear the Pope died. So the other night, I was up on Twitter beating this motherfucker. It's like 3 a.m. It's like 3 a.m., bro.
It put you on top.
And no, I already finished. I get on Twitter. I get on Twitter and breaking news: the Pope died at 88 or whatever.
80. That nigga made it to
And I don't know. I think so. But and I was like, I don't know who the fuck that was. I hear he's a terrible person, but I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I assume because most of them niggas are pedophiles, but hey, that is what it is. That's not my opinion. It's just what I hear. I mean, they got a lot of them niggas are. Boy, I wouldn't leave my cousin with him. You know, I wouldn't have my Pope babysit my niece. You know
so speaking of the Pope dying, what celebrity death would you say hit you the hardest?
Ooh, you know what's crazy?
Like ruined your whole day.
I'm gonna tell you, and this is gonna sound out of pocket. Ryan Dunn. When Ryan Dunn died, I was CKY, Bam Margera, all of them. I would watch them like after school, love them. And when I found out Ryan Dunn, and I was even older, it was after most of their like big stuff, and I'd already fallen off on watching them. But when someone, I forget where I was, and someone was like, Ryan Dunn died, and I was like, yo, I took his. I'm not gonna lie, I think I probably shed a tear or two. Like I was like, Ryan, I felt like I knew this nigga. I felt like I hung out with him. He felt like just like one of my homies. That for you, well, I mean, what who you are? That one was, but that was a tough one for me.
There was two for me, so I don't know.
Kobe Bryant, nigga,
it's Kobe Bryant.
Oh, of course.
I'm
mad about it. Kobe, RIP a legend,
bro. Kobe Bryant wasn't just a basketball player though; he was an idol. He was everybody loved Kobe Bryant.
Oh yeah, he's
I grew up watching him. He was my Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? Like. And, I mean, now everybody has LeBron James. And, yeah, LeBron James was doing his thing at the time, but Kobe was just – that's my favorite scorer. I mean, he was just a great – he inspired me, dude. I'm not even –
him and his daughter passed is –
that shit, dude. I cried.
I'm not going to lie.
I cried all day. And there's still times where I think about it and I just fucking, shed a tear. And it's just fucking sad. And then, seeing everybody else, the impact he had on everybody. So, Kobe Bryant and Nipsey Hussle. So Nipsey Hussle just hit different, man, because he brought so much positivity and just the shit that he spoke about in his music, I mean, just getting it from the dirt and yeah, me being an artist myself, like, and trying to uplift people in my city, whether it be through music, humor, whatever it may be, because it's like, man, imagine that shit happened to me, like, fuck, dude, like. If I died, what kind of impact did I leave on the people? And like, and it's like
the Murk funeral.
And
I think that's what everybody wants.
I'm charging general admission.
Mom, you're gonna pay for this motherfucker $5 a person. If they want to talk, 20. They want to talk about funeral, $20. And that's because actually, speaking of death, like, how do you handle funerals in general? Like, are you a funeral person?
Hell no, they're weird.
No?
They're weird. That's so weird to me. I don't know. I feel like I never really grieved until Belinda passed. When Belinda passed, that was different than my dad passing, different than my grandma passing, and that's because I miss my grandma all the time. She was one of my favorite people growing up, I used to make her watch Reno 911 with me. And he used to piss her off every time. But that was one of my favorite childhood memories. I'd watch Forensic Files with my grandma. What is it with older people when, like, I don't know about like your grandparents, but my grandparents used to stay up fucking late watching TV, 3 a.m.
No, my grandparents were like, "Get your ass to bed, we're going to sleep." It's 7 o'clock, Grandma. I don't give a damn. Go to sleep. Grandma, the sun's up. I don't give a damn. I'll get that switch, boy. My parents are old school. They'll light your ass up. They ain't give a damn. Y'all better take your ass to bed. I remember, funny, we're going to revert a little sec for a second. When you were talking about how your aunt wouldn't let y'all get up to the table when you eat, my aunt loved to be like, you can't have a drink until you finish your food. And at my house, nigga, I drink, like, I'm half a gallon of tea while I'm drinking, while I'm eating my food. There ain't no way. And my aunt, shout out my aunt, I love her to death. She would be like, she would get so upset with me because she would be like, the rules for everybody else were, you did not get a drink till you finished your food. You ate your food, then you got to drink something. And if you were like, I'm done, and you didn't finish your plate, like, they low-key be like, all right, well, then get your drink, but you're not eating again. Which is, to me, is crazy. Like, you black people have do the weirdest things.
So it's funny. The only other person I've seen do that is my homie Star. Every time we go to fucking eat, he gets his drink, and he doesn't go to the soda machine until he's done with his food.
No way.
I swear.
No way.
I swear. I think it's like
I
need
that Chris Dr. Pepper going down while I'm eating 3 pieces of fried chicken.
So, like, your grandparents have always been like that, or what? Or did you say your aunt? Your aunt. Okay, okay.
I remember she would get so upset with me because she'd be like, they used to call me, everybody calls me Little Sanford because my dad's Big Sanford. And I was never Little Sanford technically. But anyway, she'd always get, because I'd be like, at my house, that's not how it works. So I'm stubborn. I'm like, I'm good. And she'd be like, boy, you better eat that food. And then you get your drink. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. And so I got the exception. Everybody else got hoed. Like, it was after me that she would give in. She's like, Sanford can have his drink while he eats, but none of y'all can. And dog, my cousins are resent me. Like,
dude,
why Sanford gets to drink his? Nah, this nigga tripping. Why Sanford get to drink his drink while he eat his food? This is some bullshit. But I got them special exceptions. I was loved. I was the love nephew. They loved me, boy.
Dude, well, it's funny. So like when I would go to all my cousins' cribs and shit like that, I couldn't drink anything after like 7 or 8 p.m. because I used to piss the bed till I was like 13, bro. I pissed the bed till I was like 13, bro. And I don't know what the fuck it was. I finally grew out of it.
I can honestly, I don't think I ever pissed the bed. Maybe drunk one time. But never when I was a kid.
I've had a handful of drunken pisses. Yeah, one time we were drinking in Greg's garage, and at the time it was like his room, and I whipped my dick out and I started peeing in the corner of his fucking room/garage, and he wanted to fucking fight me, and I don't blame him. I do not blame him.
That reminds me. One time we were in high school, just out of high school, 2003. We were still in high school. I'm throwing a party at the house, and my buddy Chris, I'm gonna shout him out. He's cool. I love him. He's an awesome person. But he's all faded, and I'm walking down the hallway, and Chris is blackout drunk. And the next thing I know, this fool whips his dick out and starts pissing down my stairway. And I kind of just do a double take. And I get the story from my friends. I don't know if they exaggerated because I was a little lit too. But they say I went up and pushed this thing against the wall, checked him against the wall. He falls to the floor, and I proceed to kicking him. And they're saying, like, as I'm kicking, his body's, like, flying up every time I kick him. And I'm like, hey, yo, like, nigga. I'm like, so they come grab me. They pull me off. I'm like, Sam. I'm like, he's pissing. I'm mad. I'm livid, bro. This thing's started pissing. I got carpet on my stairs, nigga. These bulls are pissing down my stairs. I've never been more heated, drunk, I don't think, in my life. And I was there, like, we woke up the next day, and they're like, Sanford, you were kicking Chris so hard, his body's, like, flying, hitting the wall, and coming back. And I'm like, y'all are exaggerating. And then, like, I think Chris lifted up, and he's got bruises all up and down his freaking rib cage from me kicking the shit out of him. Don't piss on my stairs. Like, don't disrespect me. Insanity. Man. Could never. Oh, shout out our sponsors, OnlyFans. We love to see the girls make money. We support single moms. couple pod sponsors,
Yes, we do. I don't know what it is about single moms that just hits different.
It just does it for you?
I don't know if it's that nurturing nature that I
fuck. You know for sure you're locked in. You're like, she doesn't let 3 niggas put a baby in her. She don't let me hit.
Yep. Yeah, I do love a single mom on a kid-free weekend.
Loose lips see shit now. Loose lips see dicks, nigga.
Hey, yo. Man,
these corpus hoes, boy, I'll tell you.
Oh, man. Gotta love them.
You ain't got no choice.
Gotta love them, man.
You ain't got no choice.
So, speaking of the whole hosting and all that, I know this is a very touchy subject.
Ooh, I love a touchy subject.
Body counts. Does body counts matter for you? If so, where are you? Okay.
First off, don't tell me your body count, but to yourself, knowing your body count, or I'll give you an example. Say if we're to start here. If you had a body count of 10 as a nigga, would you call that high or low?
Low.
Okay. If a female has a body count of 10, would you call that high or low?
Low.
For a female?
Yeah. Yeah, we're 30, you know what I mean? So so I mean
10 dicks is 10 dicks.
I didn't lose my virginity until I was 21. And you know, and I feel like a lot of people lost their virginities when they were 17, 16.
I knew a girl was pregnant when she was 13.
Exactly.
I knew a couple.
Exactly.
Man, these hoes were hoeing.
So to be, say 30 with 10, it's like cool. I mean,
I get you in for age, but some people would really be on some like 10 is crazy for any woman.
Oh, for sure. But
it goes back to the good lock shitty key scenario. It's like
what the fuck is that?
You never heard that scenario?
Good lock shitty key.
All right, so what do you call a lock that gets opened by a bunch of keys? By any key. A shitty lock.
Yeah.
But what do you call a key that can open a bunch of different locks? A master key. Tell me. Am I lying? You never heard that?
No, I've never heard that.
Because a woman can sleep with anybody. A woman can always get laid. Always. Hands down. A dude can wake up and be like, I want to fuck something, and that nigga's going to beat his dick at the end of the day.
Me.
A chick, I don't give a fuck how beat a chick is. There's some nigga that's going to smash in that day. Like, there's always, I don't care. A woman can always get it. Like, from somebody.
No, for sure.
So that's why,
for sure.
That's the scenario. I mean, I don't hate to say it's the truth.
So for me personally, I feel like body count really doesn't matter. I mean, if I love the person, I vibe with the person. Like I don't care who's I've been with. I don't fucking care. Because it's like I like to think I'm pretty well known, and women are probably like, oh, you fuck everybody. You do this, you do that, and it's like I might go out and bark at a few women, but
so 20 is 20 high for you? To me, body count. I guess I'm at an age where I really don't care about body count. I'm more worried about child count.
No child count.
Hey, don't save her.
No, I'm strict on the child count.
Don't save her.
Like you body count 100, cool. You got 4 kids? Hell no. Hell no.
But tell me you ain't just ran through one that had a couple kids and you thought about it.
Oh, for sure.
You definitely were like, man. Our kids call me by my name. They like me. I like them. That's the worst thing about fucking with a bitch with kids. You end up liking them niggas. They cool. They fuck with you. You fuck with them. Next thing you know, their mom's like, we're fucking down. You're like, well, I'm doing with your bitch ass kids too.
So you look at the kids. You hit them with that Magic Johnson. I'm not gonna be here. I'm not gonna be here.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Nah,
I'm
man.
gonna get that milk like your other daddy.
It's funny though. My mom keeps asking me for grandkids, and I'm like, bro, my brother got 6 kids.
My brother too.
And that's what I'm saying. And my sister got one. My other sister got one. You got 8 grandkids. Why do you need more grandkids, bro? Like,
my mom got 5 grandkids.
Let me do me. Let me do me. And then she's always like, I better like her. This and that. I'm like, damn.
You want grandkids?
That's what I'm saying. You about to rush me into something. I'm like, shit.
Situationship over here.
I'd like to have kids someday.
I want to have kids with a married bitch. I want to have kids with a married bitch, and then
Jesus Christ.
I'll check in. I'm that cool uncle, like that your mom introduced you to, but your dad don't know. Like, that's Uncle Sanford.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not my. That's your mom's uncle? That's your mom's brother? No, that's Uncle Mom. That's Mom said it's her uncle. Yeah. Little, I'm like, damn, he looked just like this nigga. Bro, I need plenty of fish. Let's run it. What's the best bio you've ever seen on Tinder or something? Ever seen any good fire bios?
So I had a Tinder one time.
On Bumble?
I had a Tinder one time for like 2 weeks, and I found this one chick, and I started talking to her, and I deleted my Tinder. Lying. No, I swear. I mean, I don't know the whole Tinder.
His Twitter's his Tinder. For those of y'all who know Murk, this nigga is out of pocket on Twitter, boy. And honestly, your Facebook, you've been going twice as hard on Facebook.
Yeah.
Now on. And I love to hop on Twitter. I'm not a very active Twitter person. I mean, when Spaces were a thing, when Twitter Spaces were going live, me and Murk were owning that shit. We were in Twitter Spaces with people we had no business being in Twitter Spaces with.
We were in that shit was amazing. With like OnlyFans superstars and porn stars.
Dude,
and
yeah.
Fucking, we met all kinds of cool people in those spaces. They were cool.
People that were solid.
One of my favorite nights was when we made that, when we were talking about inappropriate movie titles, rebranding the movie titles.
Puns, like movie puns kind of thing?
Yes, like Schindler's Fist.
Oh my God.
Get Hard or Die Trying. And then I think you made Honey, You Swallowed the Kids.
Honey, You Swallowed the Kids. I do. That was a banger. Honey, You Swallowed the Kids is crazy.
That was a banger. That was a good night. I stayed up way too late on too many work nights.
We ran for like 2 weeks straight. Like, it was like every night I would get out of the bar. I'd fucking get out of work and I'd be like, hey, we hopping on a space. And then you're like, I'm already in one. Bet, add me. And then here we go till fucking 7 in the morning.
Getting off at 5:30 or 6 a.m. from a fucking Twitter space, and then waking up at 7:15 for work. Yes, and y'all are still in there. Yes. And I'm like, does nobody work?
Dude. And you're like, hey, y'all motherfuckers go to bed or get a job.
Get a second job.
Twitter is the fucking multiverse of jobless motherfuckers. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Oh, for sure.
You want to see if a nigga has a job, hop on his Twitter. Then they got 500K fucking tweets. That nigga does not have a job, or he hates his life. One or the other. Happy people don't tweet like that.
No, for sure.
Happy people don't tweet like that.
And see, I used to be super out of pocket, but I hadn't been lately because I kind of felt like I was in a good place mentally. Yeah. Because a lot of times when I'm like sad or down, that's when like my most craziest masterpieces get posted. So you can always tell where I'm at mentally based on the shit that I've been posting. If it's just been like positive music shit, like I'm cool, I'm content, I'm happy in a sense,
What about the niggas that be posting just those dumbest repetitive tweets like I'm up, them tweets.
That's fucking crazy. He really just came for Greg. He really just came for Greg like that. That's insane, dude.
Shout out Greg. My boy always shouts tweets, I'm up, for the fucking 670,000 times. But I respect it because when Greg says that, he's like, I'm up, I'm on my grind, I'm on a hustle. But I can't help but laugh to see, to think, how many people are like, nigga, we get it, you up, you doing work, cool. Good for you. But to me, hey, shout out Greg. Appreciate the I'm up.
That's a solid guy right there. That's
solid. Not too many people in most people's lives that are solid as Greg.
Yeah, I've known him 15 years now, half my life, and he's been there, It's never I've known people half my life and I've had to cut them off, and it's never easy. It's never easy cutting somebody off.
How long have we lived together? Going on 3 years?
Going on 4.
So I've known Greg probably about 4 years now, and it's one of the solid people that I know now. He's not a young guy.
Yeah, no, he's awesome. He paid my phone bill when I first met him. Oh, we were in 9th grade.
I paid a lot of people's phone bills.
That's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
I'm talking about,
it's all
sometimes girls need a little help. Ladies need a little help. Get the phone bill paid. I've always been one for a favorite kind of guy.
I've paid a few phone bills at the strip.
Some electric bills. Oh, those are the worst. Give me a $100 cricket bill, bitch. He said I got AT&T. Oh no.
You talking big bucks now?
I don't know. I'm gonna be paid. What's AT&T?
You ain't living in your means. You got AT&T.
You out of bounds, girl. You better post your cash tag and hope some niggas help you out.
You know what I hate? I hate when it's people's birthdays and they post their Cash App code.
God. Gabby did that. My sister did that for homegirl today.
Shut up.
Hey, shout out to my sister. She better be so glad I wasn't in the out of pocket mood, because I definitely saw it and I was about to run her, and I was like, it's her homegirl's birthday. She just trying to help. But to me, I'm like, ain't no way this bitch just posted someone else's. I hit my friend up on her birthday, send her some money. Bitch, send me some money. What the fuck are you talking about? How many people? Nah, that shit ain't for me. I be. Yeah, that's like on your birthday. You want to wear a birthday sash and be like, pin. That's kind of tradition to some people.
Yeah.
I don't mind that so much. But to just hop on your Twitter, your Snap or whatever, and be like, Oh, hit my Cash App. It's my birthday.
That brother's starving.
Check it out. I'm gonna give you some money. Let me see you in person. I'll buy you a shot. Shit, I'll treat you to some dinner. But,
Yeah. Of
I ain't
course.
seen you in 6 months or a year, bitch. What the fuck am I look like sending you a Cash App? My girl gonna be like, "Who's that?" Oh, it's her birthday. Oh, this is you. Nah, couldn't be me. I ain't even got a bitch right now, but I'm just saying. Good shit, man. That's good shit, though. You know, I'm glad we finally made this happen.
Me too, man.
Long time in the making. First podcast, you know, and you know it feels good.
Yeah. No, definitely. We need to get some guests lined up. Absolutely. You know, so I mean, to the viewers, if y'all got anybody in mind, you know, we can get in here.
We got a Twitter where our Twitter's gonna go live. You know, so any suggestions, topics, people y'all want to see us interview, you know, all of that. We're getting in. And
we'll shoot the shit, man. We'll shoot the shit.
Maybe we'll go live on Twitter when we start doing this so we can get the feedback.
Yeah, for sure. And then, you know, they can send in questions and shit.
Absolutely.
Answer them here on the show.
Absolutely.
That'd be good. That'd be real good. It's always a good time.
We can maybe we'll start posting how much we gambled each week.
I don't need reminders.
How much our loss to win ratio would be horrible. Horrible.
I think we're still both up.
I honestly, I know most people wouldn't believe that, but I think as of right now, I'm definitely up because, you know, in the last couple months, I did hit. You know, I hit what?
Yeah, 10 grand. You've hit 10 grand.
I hit 10 grand in that not even 2 weeks, like 7-day period. I hit for 10, which was crazy. And then, you know, I've had a couple fivers, and when I do play, I put 100. I mean, don't get me wrong. I might put, you know, some nights I might go crazy, but for the most part, I put a little 50, a little 100 here and there.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know.
Yeah, this is now the third time we've gone back to the gambling topic, which is insane. Crazy. It's just we can't.
But like I said,
we're degenerates.
Absolutely, I'm glad we're here. I'm glad we finally get this done. You know, and like I said, nobody matters, and we're gonna be shout out Vivid Media. You know,
yes,
they got us set up. Honestly, shout out my boy Hector. He came through. Me and Murk have been talking about doing this podcast for a year, and I know I'm running on. We're about to wrap this up, but we've been talking about doing this podcast for almost 2 years. And shout out my boy Hector. He runs Vivid Media, and they do a great job. And he's like, hey, I had a couple things that I want to get completed, and I made a list for 2025. And like number 10 on that list is Sanford and Murk's podcast. So we're going to get it done. And I'm like,
well, we're the first 9.
We're the first 9.
We're the first 9, Hector.
He put us here, you know. So shout out Vivid Media, we appreciate it.
No, for sure. Really quick before we do go, tell me about your first encounter with pornography.
Well, we're talking about hardcore porn. Or we're talking about like Skinamax.
Just pornography in general. Any sort, softcore, Skinamax.
All right, it definitely,
anything like that.
I'll tell you right now, there used to be a network called USA, and that like
used to. It's not there no more.
I don't know.
I think it is. I think it is.
USA
I think it is. I was like, don't scare me, dog.
So anyway, there was this thing called USA Up Late, and at like 1 a.m, they would play these like super softcore like. Fucking like you wouldn't even call them movies. It was like bikini car wash, just titties, a lot of titties, and fucking dudes getting blowjobs and on snowmobiles and shit, and like random shit. And like I just remember, I'm like the first time I saw it, I happened to be like watching a movie with like my cousins, and like I'm like, hey, what is this? You know, change it all fast, like you're a little loser, you know. And then of course, in your mental, you're like, hey, 2:30 a.m. on USA Up Late. They showing titties, you know. Yeah, and hey, after that, that's all she wrote.
You have that back channel button ready. Yeah. The last channel fucking loaded.
Oh, dude, that's because I remember one time the batteries died, and I heard them coming down the stairs. You never seen my fat ass get to the TV and turn that bitch off so quick? Talking about yawning with the stress, like, I was just about to go to bed. Shit on 10, you just picked up, you just trying to like bend over so you can't see your boner.
I'd have punched that bitch out.
You throwing the remote and broke the TV.
So I remember my homie Albert. I used to stay at his crib all the time growing up, and he used to have.
Ain't no way your first pornography hit was at a homie's house.
Yeah. One of them. So he's that bunk beds, right? And he stay on the bottom bunk. I stay on the top bunk. One night he passed out, and I'm watching TV, and I started going through the channels. Boom, boom, boom. I see Cinemax. This is Cinemax late at night. It was Skinemax. No, so and I'm like, what is this? This shit was called The Devil Wears Nada.
That's a great shout out porn parody titles. The Devil Wears Nada is good.
The Devil Wears Nada. It's two lesbians just fucking scissoring by this volcano.
By a volcano?
Yeah, it was one of the hottest things I've ever seen at the time. And I'm like, what? I was like, what is this, dog? Hey, so I lean over, look down.
Oh, you're on the top bunk?
Yeah, I'm on top bunk. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, bet. He's still asleep. I'm like, hell yeah. Hey, so that started it. That started the curiosity in my mind. And then my mom, she used to have a BlackBerry, right? Mm-hmm. And I used to text girls from it, you know. And so I went to the internet one time. And I think I searched like tits or something. Oh, everybody's first. And there was this website called Sublime Directory, and there wasn't porn videos like at the time that you could see on mobile. You'd have to go to like a computer and shit. I never had a computer, so I'm just looking at like GIFs and shit on my mom's phone of like tits and ass. Hey, and I can't remember. I think she caught me one time, and I was like, and then
who's looking up Asian dick BBC on my phone?
She would walk up, and I'd open Brick Breaker or some shit. And, dog, but yeah, man. So that was those were good times. Alrighty, man. Well, that's all. I think that's all we got for y'all today.
Yeah, we'll talk all night. So we got to get out of here.
Yeah, thank y'all for tuning in to the Nobody Matters podcast. Absolutely. I'm Murk361.
And it's me, your boy San, lock in, fuck nigga, lock in. We gonna be here. Y'all let us know. Hit us up on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. We got them all coming at y'all.
I'm trying to fuck some.